Welcome to a TB Aquatics real-world review. TB Aquatics has provided products for this video. TB Aquatics has no editorial control over the video or the contents. The views presented in this video may or may not represent the views of TB Aquatics. The reviews of the products are 100% those of the video personality and were not influenced by TB Aquatics.
Hey guys, so now we're going to take a look at the Phosphate test kit by NYOS. It says it's for high-level reefing, high-precision test phosphate. Let's cut this sucker open and see what we got. Out of all the test kits done by NYOS, I was excited about all of them, but this one, I'm really hoping that this test kit will replace my HANA checker. If you want to see how the test is actually performed, NYOS has already done a great video on that. If you just search for their YouTube channel, you can find that. 20 milliliter syringe, plastic. If you've seen my previous video in the other test kits, you'll know probably what I'm thinking right now. This is making me very nervous. Oh, good. Yes, this is exciting. Neither of the reagents come in the same vial as you were supposed to test with. I hated that on the other one. These are so pretty. I hope the rest of the test is as fun as looking at this chart is. Here's the instruction manual that comes with it. Another nice thing on it is the quick reference guide. So after you've performed the test a couple of times, you just want to double check what you're doing. Feel free to pause the video if you lost yours to see how this test is performed. Different languages. And I don't think I have any phosphates, so we'll see what happens with this test. Seeing as how one of these is supposed to be a control, I'm immediately just going to get it out of the way so I don't mix it up and put it in that little black styrofoam thing that helps you line up your vials when you're reading the values on the chart. One thing that I didn't like about the HANA checker is that it uses 10 milliliters of water, but I actually use 2 vials for that because of the timer on the HANA checker and all that. Well, to my disappointment, the NYOS one actually uses 20 milliliters per vial. Not a huge deal on a 180-gallon tank, but I don't know if it's possible to reduce the size of the tank water that's required for the test, but I don't like using that much water. Just a thought. Okay, so it also has got a little reminder on the bottle, 10 drops. The drops come out pretty nice, even with a consistent pressure on here, better than the nitrate test kit. I like that you don't have to shake reagent number 2 for 2 minutes or whatever the HANA checker is. I'm assuming that it's just a level spoon. Fairly straightforward. It was easier than the nitrate reagent number 2. I like it that the cap for reagent number 2 is a different cap than for the test vial. It's one of the complaints I had on their other test kit for nitrate. Okay, we've shaken the reagents. 1 and 2 are mixed in here. Shaken it for the appropriate amount of time. Now it says to leave the cap in place for 10 minutes. So it's been 10 minutes. I've just taken the cap off of the test vial, and I'm sliding it around to make sure that the colors match on vial, the control vial, which goes over the colors, and then the color in your test vial result, you're supposed to match it up on the color chart. I'm getting a pretty good match at 0.025. So I think the key to reading this, at least for me, is to go too high and then slowly back down, because once I got back all the way to the beginning of the chart, I didn't fit there either. One thing I don't like about this test kit is that it takes 10 minutes for an accurate result to be measured, or at least that's what they're claiming. I've only done one test on with this kit yet. Who knows, maybe the result will be right there within a few seconds. I don't know, but the test kit I'm using now is the HANA checker, and if you've used that, the reagent, it's caustic and it always gets on your fingers, and most of it doesn't go in the vial. Even if you cut two sections off the paper and fold it origami, whatever, to get it to come out just right, it's a pain in the butt. But at least you only have to wait 3 minutes there. So depending on what your preference is, I think personally I would like to, I think I'm going to use this one. If I had to choose between the HANA checker and this one, I'm going to choose this one because it will tell me if I have a big problem or not, and I'm not going to have to worry about getting the reagents everywhere. However, I've been reviewing the reefer line of the NYOS test kits. There are some professional grade, so perhaps the phosphate test kit that is also made by NYOS, I might like it even more, because I think on that one there's only a 5-minute wait on the reagents there. Overall, I'm going to make the switch from the HANA checker to the reefer NYOS phosphate test kit if those are my only two choices. I think I'd still like to see other test kits that are out there before I make a decision on what I'm going to use for the next 6 months or a year. If this is your first time checking out the channel, please hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what else you want to see me review, whether it's test kits. I don't have a huge pocketbook, but if you want to see a review of any of the gear I already have, check out the channel. There's also some other reviews of other things I've done in the past, including some pumps and stuff like that. Okay, thanks for watching.